KATV. This is Channel 7 News at 6.
Tonight, an explosion inside an apartment complex in West Little Rock. The police say it was started from the makings of a meth lab. Plus, burglaries on the uptick in Maumelle. We look at what you can do to prevent your home from becoming a target. And a North Little Rock woman says she's been scammed from a local roofing company. 7 on Your Side investigates. Channel 7 News at 6 starts now.
Drugs in a meth lab in West Little Rock? You never see that happening.
Police say a meth-making mistake caused a major explosion at a West Little Rock apartment complex. Good evening and thanks for watching tonight. I'm Scott Inman.
And I'm Christina Munoz. The blast happened early this morning inside a home at the Napa Valley apartment complex. One of the residents is locked up, but a second suspect still on the loose. Channel 7's Roger Susanna joins us live at the Little Rock Police Station with more on our top story tonight. Roger?
Hi, Christina, and this blast literally woke up some residents, but it seems to have shaken up everyone who lives at the apartment complex.
See, the windows busted out, the doors off its hinges. You're really, surprised to see that part of the building's just standing.
KATV producer Felicia Russell lives in the same building as apartment 1205, better now known as where the really big explosion happened.
Drugs in a meth lab in West Little Rock? You never see that happening.
Until now, apparently. Police say the blast was caused by a meth manufacturing mix-up. Someone at the crime scene who snapped this picture tells us these are the chemicals that were taken out of the home.
When you look at your neighbor, you don't really think that they're going to be into drugs. You don't think that they're going to be doing that sort of thing. And then when you hear about it, it's a shock.
Felicia's neighbor, 39-year-old Emily Henderson, was arrested after the explosion and is currently locked up. She faces 2 felony charges, including manufacturing meth. Anything you'd want to tell this lady?
Stay out of these apartments.
Luckily, no one was hurt in the explosion, and the blast did not damage any other units. The destructive morning did create a powerful, if unpleasant, memory in Felicia's mind.
When I woke up this morning, all I saw were a bunch of fire trucks and police cars, and as you can imagine, it's pretty shocking whenever you wake up to see that, because this is supposed to be a quiet little neighborhood.
Now, police are looking for a second male suspect, and a witness at the scene tells us that man may be Henderson's boyfriend. Live in Little Rock, Roger Suzanne, Channel 7 News.
Thank you, Roger. At a meth bust in White County in the town of Kensett, police seized about 8.5 ounces of meth in the form of ice at 9165 Buffalo Road. It's valued at over $24,000 on the street. At this point, no arrests have been made, but a warrant is expected to be released.
A developing story out of Little Rock, an attempted bank robbery. Police say a suspect walked into the Arvest bank at 1123 South University, wrote a note to the teller, and then after leaving, fled without taking any money. Officers say they're looking for a black man about 5 foot 6 inches tall, 260 pounds, wearing a tan polo shirt and driving a silver Dodge Ram pickup truck. Police catch 3 college students accused of breaking into homes in Maumelle. Channel 7's Michelle Rupp is live with this story tonight. Michelle.
Scott, authorities tell me as the city of Maumelle grows, so does crime. 3 suspects were caught nearly red-handed, and there is one area of town that's being targeted.
It's specifically relegated to the northern section of our city, but there's several neighborhoods that have been hit.
Thieves are breaking in during the day, stealing electronics, according to Lieutenant Jim Hansard. On Friday, one homeowner walked in, and to his surprise, the burglars were still inside. Police nearby were able to arrest 18-year-old Blake Vines, 19-year-old Marcus Brown, and 19-year-old Napoleon Tillman. All are charged with residential burglary and criminal mischief. Tillman was also charged with driving on a suspended license. News of the arrest leaves those in nearby neighborhoods relieved.
At our meeting the other day, this girl across the street pointed, Bob, you and I have already been taking care of each other.
With the recent uptick in home invasions, some are starting neighborhood watch programs, such as the one in Bob Kling's subdivision.
But I feel a lot better. I wasn't ever nervous before, but, to have this, it's got to be a little help of some kind.
You could really be an asset to the police department and to your neighborhood by just watching everything that's going on. If it seems out of place, call us.
Lieutenant Hansard says having an alarm system with stickers and a sign is a good deterrent for burglars. Live in the studio, Michelle Rupp, Channel 7 News.
New at 6, dates have now been set for the evidentiary hearing for 3 men convicted of killing 3 West Memphis boys back in 1993. Damian Eccles, Jesse Miskelly, and Jason Baldwin, the so-called West Memphis 3, are all seeking new trials on grounds that new DNA evidence exonerates them. The dates for the hearing, which were just released today, are set for December 5th through December 21st. Good economic news in the town of Prescott as Firestone announces it plans to expand its manufacturing plant in the area. Governor Beebe and other government officials were at the official announcement today. The expansion will bring 100 new jobs, adding to the 418 people already employed there.
Attorney General Dustin McDaniel has filed suit against a Conway roofer, accusing him of taking $250,000 from Arkansas homeowners and failing to repair their roofs. Here's 7 on your side's Jason Peterson.
Take my business.
Tamika Williams has paid Conway Roofing more than $1,600 toward a new roof. Yes. She has nothing to show for it.
Spoken to Mike on several occasions and asked him for a refund or asked him for the service that I paid for, and here it is March and I haven't received either.
And it's unlikely Williams or more than 75 other Arkansas homeowners ever will. The Attorney General has filed suit against Conway Roofing and owner Michael Wickhurst, stating that Conway Roofing has received over $250,000 in deposits from customers who still do not have new roofs, but this money has apparently vanished. Where did it go? The AG's suit lists tens of thousands of dollars in cash withdrawals or balance transfers to Wickhurst's personal account. There is also thousands spent at restaurants and liquor stores, regular rent payments to Centennial Valley Apartments in Conway, and tuition payments to Southwest Christian Academy in Little Rock. Money was also spent on art lessons, Justin Bieber tickets, dance lessons, and even a $187 business charge at Cupid's Lingerie. The lawsuit states that it is unlikely that the customers will ever receive new roofs, as Conway Roofing is a Ponzi scheme on the brink of collapse.
It doesn't surprise me at all.
And it doesn't surprise us either. 7 on your side is quite familiar with Michael Wickhurst. More on that tomorrow. Jason Peterson, Channel 7 News.
At the Capitol today, the Arkansas House is considering a bill that would have the state insurance department create the framework for a health insurance exchange as part of the federal health overhaul. The bill that failed by 1 vote last week passed the 20-member Insurance and Commerce Committee today by an 11-7 vote. The bill is aimed at keeping health care running on more of a local level within the federal guidelines. Also on the board today at the Capitol, a House committee passes a bill to allow the state to issue bonds to cover the $346 million it owes the federal government for payments to unemployed workers. The House and Senate are working to iron out the details of the state's $4.6 billion budget, and both the House and Senate give the okay for the anti-bullying bill. This measure would require school districts to enact stronger anti-bullying policies. And the Senate approves a proposal to allow the Department of Education to set lottery scholarship amounts rather than the legislature.
Well, gas prices are hitting all of our checkbooks hard, but could it be hitting some checkbooks harder than others? We'll explain coming up.
And first, meteorologist Barry Brandt shows us when we get to expect a warm up, some spring temperatures maybe. Barry's in next.
Channel 7 News at 6. Brought to you by Simmons First, Roller Funeral Homes, Arkansas Foundation for Agriculture, and by Law Offices of Gary Green.